So hello and welcome to another video from sickmaths.co.uk, where you can find lots of free GCSE and A-level maths videos. This video is about basic equations, the easiest type of equations. Okay, equations are just a bit of algebra with an equals in between. That's why they call it equations. Now, what do you have to do in equations? You just have to work out what what the letter is. It's like a hidden number inside the letter. What is it? For example, I've got 3 x's make 15. Another way of saying that is 3 times x is 15. So what 3 times what makes 15? 3 times 5 makes 15. So you can just guess the answer, but you do need a method, because when the numbers get bigger or more complex with decimals and stuff, you do need a method. Okay, now what could we do? 3 times what makes 15? I guess somehow it's 5. How could we arrive at that? Well, we could have done 15 divided by 3. Yeah, using the numbers you already have in the equation. 15 divided by 3 gives you your answer. Okay, and another way of looking at that, okay, is that we take the 3 times x, as the times between that, take that 3 times to the other side, and becomes a divide by 3. So the other side of this equals jumps from here to this side of the equals and becomes a divide by 3. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. Okay, now the reason why I said that is because you'll see a lot of opposite stuff going on. Yeah, for example, in our next question, we've got y plus 6 equals 10. What plus 6 equals 10? Well, this how can we say it? 10 is obviously bigger than y, because y plus 6 makes 10. So if we take that plus 6 to the other side and make it a minus 6, we get down to what y is. And again, you see that trick is working again, doing the opposite. So it was a plus 6 becomes a minus 6 when it jumps over this equals boundary. Y is equal to 10 minus 6, which is 4. Let's check that. 4 plus 6 is indeed 10. Okay, so let's do some more opposite tricks with our equation. So m minus 5 equals 2. So bring the minus 5 over to the other side, makes it a plus 5. So m equals 2 plus 5, which is 7. Let's check that. 7 take away 5 is indeed 2. Another example, x divided by 2 is 7. Yes, that is normally used for fractions, but also it's actually the most common division symbol when it comes to using algebra or letters. Okay, it's more common than using the line with the dot above and below it. Okay, this is the most common way to write division. X divided by 2 is 7. So take the divide by 2 to the other side, make it a times by 2, and now x becomes x equals 7 times 2. So notice it's disappeared from underneath the x. That 2 has disappeared from underneath the x and moved to the other side, just like that minus 4 disappears from here and goes to that side, plus 5, etc, etc. Same with the other ones. Now x equals 7 times 2, which is 14. Let's check that. 14 divided by 2 is indeed 7. Right, I hope this is not too messy. It says 2x plus 6 equals 14. Now you got some dotted lines around it, which I call onion rings, okay? Because when you peel an onion, you peel it from the outside inwards, right? So you have to peel you have to peel this equation from the outside inwards. Okay, now how do I decide what's in the inside of the equation? Well, you say I'm starting with my letter that I have to work out, which is x, and I say x times 2 and then plus 6. Okay, so the stuff I do to x first goes in the inner ring of the onion, and then I do plus 6, so that goes on the outer ring. Okay, now when I'm peeling it, that means the plus 6 moves first, so the plus 6 goes to the other side, becomes 14 minus 6, which is 8. So 2x is left over here, the plus 6 is gone, and so simplified with 14 minus 6, which is 8. Okay, now 2x equals 8, and that is very simple. X must be therefore 4. Okay, I can make my onion rings around this as well, but I didn't want to make all of them as messy as that one. So you got an onion ring over here, because you do m divided by 3 first, and then you got a bigger onion ring like this, because you take away 5 afterwards. So that means you have to move the minus 5 first, as minus 5 becomes a plus 5, 8 plus 5 is 13, but you still got the m divided by 3 here. Take the divided by 3 to the other side, make it times by 3, so you got m left over by itself because the 3 is moved over there, and 3 times 13 is 39, and that is it.